Hello, hoi kom dot. Ul na wir tin ha, na nak dam tha chu lai. Tu zan li Thawngpang chim na kan than halai pathian ni chan tha kan pe. Chan sung loi, lam kan throi to nak chan tha kam mu. Boi pa chu tha ka ti. Tu zan lei Thawngpang kan themi chung in hu big. Chim phun nak kan halai te. Nan chan sung loi tan ni nan ka zo ton cha thank you box e. Ke jong ka chan sung loi tan ni. News ka chim lumang. Boi pa tha zia. To nak chan than kam hu than. Tu zan lei US ni Iran kahnak pawl anei mi chung khan update thar kan thei mi an hubik ke chimpon kan nei halai zait na pawl to tibel ti cho fiang in kan thei lo na an au mi cho Thawngpang kan thei mi an chimi cho meeting an to ti se chu si tu hi US ni batak te chol chang na avan tuan huwa ma avantua ahhin Iran cha chen ruahchannak ahar ngai mi thiel pakhat asi US ni atimi chu Iran chu tainangan pi ka chau lai ti ka se tainangan pi ka chau lai ti sele kam pu tham he tu he kang ki kam pu tham he tu he batak te avantua he aro pui tak se he ka thu da ka vanarem la tu he ka pu tham ni Iran ka lai tainak ka chau lai ti mi achimi kong kha tu zan lai abigin kam sim na lai comment te nan chim kha comment zo pa la te lai pa khong chu kam pu tham kong thiam ka chim ko la na lu sao te veng ha ko te koi youtube lai good evening dam tha chiu ha facebook lai nan lo Facebook lai hi tu he nan lunga tlong par lo tu he lung tluan lo chel tluan chel ti lo ko he okay ben thank you good evening Kito good evening good evening zo zencho slide hebru van akai lai mo ti se Julia dot len ia thấy bác lo van kai lo kong chu mu van kai lo kong chu pa kan zum na kha khan pathian ni thei lai slai hebru kong chu ka them yum lo ke ko ani po che pharo tho ban to khan sala pharo tho chu ro sur lai ti khan ke ni tlang ro kan ti khan ro so ti sala ma por ka chu ke andam ko ro kan ti khan an zo ko ro na ti pun pai kan sala ma na por ka chu te ke computer dong ni lai ko na lo ma kong ko kan chim na lo US kong tu kan chim na lai se sa tu za lai US ni Iran ka atim na kong ma kha abik in kan chim lai te abik in tu za lai ka mai ti da kom ma kha kam chim na lai kam pu tham chu atu hi US ra kap ral dau athiam mi ral boi pon ha he ton nak an nei ma ton nak chunga cha zai khodan khan ti mi la thong thi la kum ko la kum ruk mi tham election he di party ni am fiar kho ti lo nak ha le chen Georgia e Pennsylvania Wisconsin le Arizona pon ha bo am fiar nak le phoning lo bo an thang na kong pon ha achimi kha tu zan le kam chim tha lai chen nga he ke news ka chim te comment te kam zo zara na pu hi Russia Putin ban token I chho soldo ase ko chang lo mo zarli le zar nga kalim lai arakti nan asel ha ral tok ti mi cho foilo cho ral tok ti mi cho ke tham cho amak tok athiam tok ma pin cho ke kan chim ti alo zoom han kite zabui man kha ka tlai lai ti lo simlam pan hi an tlai khoi lo mà cả hệ chim mình cái mình dâu ta thằng này thế.
It is very, very hot, but you know where there's great air conditioning? Underneath the West Wing, in the White House Situation Room. That is where President Trump has reportedly been getting briefings from his War Secretary Pete Hegseth, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs Dan Kane, the CIA Director John Ratcliffe about next military options to try to figure out how to make the Iranians get back on track and somewhere even close to what they agreed to with this memorandum of understanding that the New York Times now calls a memorandum of misunderstanding. The president says that they are trying to decide whether or not they even want to pursue diplomacy or if they should just go and finish the Iranians off. But he admits the Iranians have some fight left in them, and now his military advisors are trying to help him figure out if there is something that they have not tried before that they can do to literally, with military might, knock some.
Mà tiếng không phải lâu thế, chỉ mi cho tôi he Fox News le mo, Fox News này thì mi cho alin ngay, aliang cái chok le, chung mà cho thế air condition briefing room cái nôm le, kik ngay aliang cái chok cho kik lum ngay thì cái gì, John Trump ni briefing room chỉ mi cho thế, chỉ mi cho Iran cá đâu nạc đình công cha mà khaใจไม่นักค่ะอันนี้นักของข้ากันชิมที่ที่จุดchungจนมาอิหร่านก็นักดิ่งของอาหินเขาเราจะได้อันสิทธิ์จนเรื่องนั้นกันตัวไหลที่มีผู้ข้ามาค่ะอันนั้นเดียวที่เช่มากันchungจนปีเตอร์เฮสเซตเลยจนตัวฮีรัฐตุกลาดาวนักอาเตลดิ่งมีผู้น่ารักบ่อยผู้น่ากันที่มาให้ Secretary of Peter Hegseth tel chun atu hi chief chairman pol hang khwa tel chu ko nu ra boile just ra boile khan tel la ma khan tel le man ha pol khan chei mai nak an tu ai ma chei mai na an tu mi chu Iran zait na track ti mi chu zait na kan tuk lai zait na harap kan chia lại kan o lại thì cái gì mà cái gì mà chúng ta tu hi US ni Iran hi an tua balau mi an ton balau mi amhu balau mi kam hu tan halai ka tua lại ka lại chân ka lak lại thì kha achim tia ti chu cha chen ma pula hen achiu khan chu an thei thiam lo misinformation ke cái ngay thì cả cái thấy phải nạc tam pi mà chú asi chú tham đi tu ra lấy bê chim nạc anh ấy chú atu hi tim tua nạc cả thằng nạc đình cha bê tắc để khoa khang thì cả anh chim như thế mà cái hè Al Jazeera News ni chim chú hi tiền đi tu ra lấy chú dây công han chim lâu breaking news tia chia Breaking news tia atia le maka chunga cha timi chu US ni Iran chu achuk bling ka nam lai ka tai chi chek lai tia ati ti se achuk bling ka nam lai ka tai chi chek lai maka hai zo lo ti atia mi chu kampu tham ni tia mi chu US ni tai na ngan big kan chau lai President Trump ni achim US is winning big in Iran US ni tai na ngan pi kan chau lai Iran kan ka lai atu kan ka ding mi kan tim to mi plem pon hai te an to balo mi an tom balo mi am hum balo mi they never fear they never see ma kha am hum balo mi an thei balo mi an tom balo mi kha ma kha achang lai ti se ma chun US ni atu I aka mi chunga Iran I vanlong tu ron apong ikalom nak thai pol ha le power pol ha achiu aka sang ti se ma he nam pu tham so ka tu lai ti mi cho atu bak mi si cha ma he tham bia chim he te ke nama pol cho ke andan ton lo cha ke te aro ong nan thai lo tham cha chim son ti la ka byang lai ti chen nan kho kha apit chang lai Donald Trump ni กันแบ่งไหลอันเดียจะเตนั่นขอคิงดีจังไรมาลุกบักจะอรังมาสกอตุตันจงว่าอิรันจุกตุกกระดาวไหลอันเดียจันตุเฮแอร์พอร์ตเลยกันนักลำให้ปีอันกาจังที่เชจะจูมาข้าสิตุจูอิรันจะรถชนักตีแล้วมาข้าตุจันเลยทำปังกันเทมิสเลยอิรันเฮกันกาไหลvoidang bantuk asalai lo voidang a chen ati din te in kan ka sana tu chu harder ti ka se phak diu chin ne phak diu kan ka lai adok nak big a chen chol kholo bak kan tu thalai ji chen cham ni ti mi chu iran ne ral tuk nak theory anai mi di lakกันกะดีจังมาอตุจูอาตังมีตีลงค่ะกันกะไหลจนลำปีกันคำดีน่ะอิรันไพซาประคับมันหูตีเราดิ่งตัวฮีกันตัวไหลจิเชมาค่ะอิรันจ้าโอเคโมนิกาทั้งกันนั่นนิวส์ง่ายตาเราจนการเห็นเขาเราก็คอยเสียมันตุกะโอเคมันตุกะชาจูอิงเฮก็เราเตียงกันจ้ะรักไงแล้วพอก็ต้องสุดที่นิวส์ก็ชิมเฮจูเอสกองแล้วเวลาจุ่มปีอะไทยดิ่งกองลองสโลว์ที่ทิ้งลงปุ่มสัตว์สลาวดำหนังอ่ะแต่ชิจูมาเฮก็แล้วพอก็ต้องนิวส์นั่งไงแล้วมังก็สุดที่เฮ้น้ำเปียงทาร์ก็เลยน้ำเปียงทาร์เลยเดี๋ยวเราว่ากัลตักดิ่งมีพลทหารกันไทยเลยคุยกันได้วันใกล้หนักสิคุยกันได้เฮลกันหนักสิที่มีก็ต้องคนน้ำเปียงเลยที่มาขาดทำมิเช่กาดิ่งบักซิมมาคัสเซตุโจกาดิ่งทีมตัวนักอันไหนดีจังจู่จนทุกท่านเลยทำในชิมจู่พอลคัตเต้กับวันลีป้าเขาไหลเลยกับวันลีป้าไหลเลยมาช่วงนั้นอาเตลมีพวกเขากับวันตันชิดที่ไหนทุกท่านเลยกันพูดทำในชิมพอลฮันจู่ US election กองรัฐตกนักกองจนสิบปีกองอันดังพอลฮันกัดเตลชิ
We are likewise winning big in Iran, and you will see the fruits of that labor very, very shortly. America is back and doing really well, but we still have a major challenge that must be urgently addressed because no country could be great without fair and honest elections. You have to trust your country because if there can be no trust, there can be no greatness, and that's very simple. No trust, no greatness. For many years, I've called for bold, swift, and decisive action to protect the integrity of America's elections. Every American.
มาเฮกัมพูชาเนี่ยชิมิซอนเตียกันอิรันโจโอเคกันไตไลกันหลักดีไลที่ข้าอาเวนชิมิเซจนนันรำเฮเตนันรำหินนันซุ่มเราเสียจนอาทองมีแลอาจักมีรามาอาสเขาเลยอะไรเรามาค่ะนันซุ่มเราอาเสียจนอะที่จะจะ US จูอตุฮิเกียทัน US เอจูท่านอารักจักตุกตัวมีค่ะ President ช่วยดูชัดเราลงอาตุมชุกสินาเบนโดนทำจูอาตุฮิอาจักทันเท่าตารมีรามากันสิจุดนั้นนารามเฮนซุมบักนาบูชันเซจนรามอัฐางชมีละอัจักมีอัฐองมีรามาอัชัวจนท้องที่ละกุมกุล election กองเสอดัง election กองเสมาพลชงอาคันพงนิ่งเราเป็นโหวตทักมีตามเปียนุ่ม
deserves to know that when they cast their vote, that vote will be counted accurately in a system, and that is to make that system secure. One where cheating and interference are not just difficult, but virtually impossible.
มาเห็น vote ทักติกาการสิ vote system พลหาอันตัวมีอาคันอันเฟียร์คนเรานี่นักขันและเลี้ยงชิมคนเราหนักถึงจ้ามาค่ะเพ็กตีนกันตัวอาหาจัวจน election จนเด vote เฟียร์เราอดีตมิเตบ่อันทามี US citizenship มิเตค่ะอันดีหลังเรียลเปียกดีค่ะมาค่ะกันตัวออกจัวสิทธิ์
Unfortunately, the system we have today falls catastrophically short of that standard. Tonight, I'm announcing the immediate declassification and release of critical intelligence revealing shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure. This evidence shows that the election system we have dangerously exposes
Mahe atutan ahem election kong khan dot nak to a mucho mi konga declassification ti mi jo azapi mu ok aram ko mi thu ok le azapi mu ok aram lo mi selo azapi mu ok atha ko tia kan ro mi kha I thim na ka anak phiar na kong le lianak chim nak le thiar anak to mi kong kha ma por kha chan ra lo release na kan to na lai ti se
and really exposes like levels never thought possible to hacking, exploitation, and foreign interference. Just as disturbingly, this vital information has for many years been covered up and hidden from you, the American people, our beautiful, our great American people. But that all changes right now. The documents we will release starting tonight have been gathered by the White House government Transparency Task Force, a great group of people.
Mahi tax force ti Grace group pulhani tuzan token election I thonghila kumkul election in ma kha ma zapim hu oka an cholai chu chunga chen anak thu mi anak fiar mi li anak tu mi pulha kha ma bial ti kha zapi cha mu ok asimi kha ma kha kan lak talai Jesarama mitha mi fel mithang cho asimi polna vo an thak mi tam pi anak thu piak na phoning lo polha vo kha an lak tar
along with the staff of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board, supported by our top intelligence agency chiefs, who have all personally reviewed the findings, we are presenting this evening. And
hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining
documents for yourself at whitehouse.gov. That's whitehouse.gov. Go check it out.
Mahi atuzan na kan lak tar ding mi chen warehouse.gov akan ma kha zapi chin na muding release na kan to thalai
Our purpose in disclosing this information is not to weaken confidence in elections, but to earn that confidence by confronting vulnerabilities and correcting them very, very quickly, and that's what we're doing. The documents cover 5 major areas of concern. First, they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S. voter files. That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other sensitive.
Ma he thongni kumkul election ko akan sila ma thongni kumkul election akan taluk ni US ram people ha sining vil te kha thedi in la ke US ram election akan thun le khum kha arkse so ko ma ka he 220 million US ram chong umi pol na kha ma ka de dara ti jo sining vil te kha ma kha tai di thongni election akan fear la li in til kha anak tum to kha se chu chunga cha anak thu mi tampi o mi anak fear mi le thu no mi tampi kha chu por chu zapi sina balang tar din kha asilai
Sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence even shows that China has signed a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project. Compounding the travesty, the second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, very, very famous group of people, in many cases, in our intelligence agency work to actively suppress and downplay information about the extent of both the president and the American people like nobody thought was possible. U.S. spy agencies began learning about the compromise of voter registration files in 2020 when they discovered that tens of millions of voter data, think of that, tens of millions of voters' data in 18 states have been bought, stolen, or hacked by China.
Mahe US Ram Chunga 18 state D party state umnak state bial te chunga thongthil kumle kul election akate fiel li chim le thil in anaktwa chu chunga chen taluk ni hen US Ram Chunga million tam pi manung dara e sining bial te ka fiel e US election a hen thil thalo tam pi kha vote kha anak pek kha ase chu pol chu tu hi US Ram le thiam sang pol ha le tha te zo thiam in pol ha ni review an to di chu chunga chen amhu chho mi kha ase
Yet those responsible for sounding the alarm instead kept the information secret and hidden. They did not disclose to me as president or to anyone else, and to the best of our knowledge, they did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of our country, a standard, very pat line that was divvied out to say. The cover-up of this colossal security breach.
Mahe di party nen ti mi chu US Ram e team na kha adik ko tia anti chu chunga cha adik lo le fear nak li chim nak le thil thalo to na kha tam pi kha chu mu chu ase abik en taluk ma kha taluk en bo kha tam pi ara ti chu se ma kha US I dara kha asi chu chunga sin kam bu tham chim ko ngai thale methi chia pol ha di party pol ha ti anti khon ho bon thak ti lemong mi kha ma pol kha ka ngai thalai
Other election-related activity. They did not want, and they just didn't want it. They fought like hell not to have it, Donald Trump, to win, and for good reason. As the documents we are releasing show, CIA reporting explicitly stated, and I quote, in mid-2018, the Chinese Communist Party's policy was to leverage all domestic and foreign elements that were opposed to the design or prevent his re-election. Isn't that nice? Also, in mid-2018, China was working to influence the results of the U.S. midterm elections and later the results of the 2020 presidential election itself. Separately, in mid-2019, the Chinese government's strategy against the United States was focused on undermining domestic confidence in the U.S. president. They wanted to just...
Maka ay chimika US CIA ni dotat nangan pien to e chu chunga cham hu mi chu taluk ni influence atwa na e chun I thim na ka thong ni kum hlei ruk se thong ni le ka kum hlei kwa me tham election se chun atu zong hen tim to na khan tam pi khan nei chu US Ram election hin taluk ni he tam pi influence na to na e ma chunga chen hurso nak tam pi le li le hurso tam pi
Exactly that. Going on, this document says, and this is by the CIA, the strategy included efforts to use Chinese contacts with big U.S. companies of America. The Chinese government sought to identify U.S. journalists who had reported negatively on the U.S. president, as many as they could, and they didn't care what they said. The Chinese government wanted U.S. president to lose the next election, and the reason...
Mahe taluk ni influence to min ha chung asan journalist pon ha ka ma pon ha ka bidik lawa chim e chen president Trump kha tei na a chau khol na kha lo ding cha ma kha alam kha he an ko li ma kha taluk ni arak mer tha ka se
she was running, quote, a shadow government, unquote, to keep in touch. We believe this was not done on purpose, but rather through gross incompetence of the people that was supposed to burn the bed. Of the Director of National Intelligence, the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the CIA to investigate how and why such crucial information was hidden, to fire those involved in the cover-up, and to file criminal charges, if appropriate, against these people. Yet concealing China's meddling was only the beginning. The third set of documents we are releasing proves that for many years, Americans were blatantly lied to about the and ballot counting systems, dishonest, almost all. They're vulnerable and they're easily compromised, and people within our government knew that. Tonight, we're publishing a series of previously classified U.S. intelligence community assessments and other reports proving that our government has long known these machines are extremely exposed to attack. As one assessment states, we judge that the United States adversaries, including at a minimum Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, as well as non-state groups, have the capability to compromise U.S. election infrastructure. That's unquote, but that's some statement, isn't it, made by supposedly great patriots of our country. The document goes on to further state that, quote, we assess that centralized election-related data repositories, such as voter registration databases, to exploitation and admin processes within the United States of America. Tonight, we're releasing all of those findings, and spanning from January 2020 to June 2026, this
ma he election gonga ka thongni kumkul election gonga ka bikin chimise ma chunga za Russia taluk ja Iran le North Korea pulhan he US ram election pulhan nur suang le achung thil I mer kha anak tim ka se chuchunga chu CIA le HM pulna thiam sang pulhani anzo pheldi zait na anatel zait na antua timi pulna ka ma kha lang tar di si paper akan lang tar di sila tuzani tua mi chunga chen thongni le kungkul le in itim na kong kha in se ma chen anak ne te tum le antuam bial te kha lang tar di islai
from January 2020 to June 2026, this is
ma he 2020 and June 2026 makalak thiel atlitup in antuami bial te kha paper document akan zapisina lang tar di islai
is a cyber threat aimed at the very heart of our democracy. Many people have questioned whether it could actually be possible to electronically manipulate vote totals or change election results on these terrible machines.
ma he election itim na kan te vote an real mi a khen ke vote kha an thlem chu long slo in vote ka pakhat esimi kha ta chuna ka simkat a khen an rol na te vote manung pra asimi kha boy hi kha kan ro boy hi na an ro tika ma kha manung pakhat ne boy hi na ro vote tha chen boy thum na scan tika manung pathum ne scan tika duplicate zong kha tel ma kha ma pol na kha atu hi ma kha tu clothing an tu hi kan kham na lai anak tu di party ne anak tu di se
Today, we are releasing documents that show the CIA obtained reporting of a specific plot to do a big number in favor of the corrupt Maduro regime in Venezuela. And that's exactly what happened, conspiring to digitally rig their own country's elections in 2020, and that's what they did. This reporting included precise details about methods to regime develop to digitally alter vote totals in ways that could not be detected even with an audit, no matter how deep they went. This intelligence underscores why we must take urgent action to ensure that our own system can never, ever be hacked or compromised like it was in the past. The fourth set of documents reveals that even when significant evidence of fraud has been detected, it has been buried and covered up. Among the disclosures tonight are FBI files detailing evidence of alleged fraud by a large-scale voter registration operation in Michigan.
ma he thon hi la kumkul a di party ne vote anak fiare vote system pon ha anak thu no ite ma cha anak khyang di Trump ne tay tuk mi kha di party ni Joe Biden ni tay anak to mi ko khang ma kha FBI le thian sang pol ha ni anzo di ka ma bil ti kha zapim hu oka alang te di lai arok bi chu anak fier tok ti na khase.
In 2020, Michigan State Police raided a Democrat Get Out the Vote organization, corrupt group in Muskegon. And we're so concerned by what they found. They were just so concerned. They couldn't believe it, actually, that they contacted the FBI in Detroit. The documents state that some canvassers admitted to FBI agents that they signed voter registration forms in other people's names, submitted fraudulent registration for people who did not exist, and received gift cards tied to their number of applications that they produced. In other words, it was pay, play, and cheat. The FBI.
Mahe Michigan phukapon ha chong pelik pon ha ke ibomen ma kha bo kha ke adik lo ni ka bon thak nei ma chunga chen bo thak na khan bo na thabe lai anti nai ma kha athami pon ha ka keep khat ampek na cholong selo paper register na kha adik lo ning pi thiel an tu tan ha ma por kha si ma po jong kha tu hi zoom kho ahar ta tak mi tu hu cho kha si na pi na lang tar asalai.
FBI agents working on the case believe that crimes were committed, yet the Biden Department of Justice slow walked the investigation and killed it. Tonight I'm asking the FBI director to ensure that the matter is fully investigated and to work with the Department of Justice to prosecute those responsible for any crimes. Finally, to reveal just how vulnerable our elections continue to be, we are releasing the results of a stunning investigation by the Department of Homeland Security. According to the DHS review, state voter rolls and public records, they identified approximately 278,000 non-citizens who are
Mahe bo anak thang mi chunga khan dot that nang tu FBI le Homeland Security porhani dot that nang an tu tika ma chunga chen amhu chu mi chum bo atha thak kho anga ari lo mi citizen asilo mi porhani bo an thak kha ase.
They identified approximately 278,000 non-citizens.
287,000 ting ni le thong som sorry le thong riat ma kha atu hi phoning lo pol ha bo an thak ase.
Who are registered to vote in federal elections. Since Democrat states refuse to share their voter files, the real number is actually much higher than that. Yet, even this limited analysis found more than 250,000 foreigners illegally registered to vote. Put together, these disclosures reveal an election system so broken and so vulnerable that no one can possibly defend it. It is not defensible. Hundreds of millions of U.S. voter files are in the hands of foreign governments. Our machines and ballot counting systems are exposed to hacking and manipulation and corruption. China and other countries have been trying to meddle in our elections. Evidence of fraud has been buried. Hundreds of thousands of non-citizens and dead people are listed and active on the voter rolls.
Maka Ramdang athu dear mi jong sin ha se chen zue saram chung jong sin ha se ma pur kha di party ne bo pher ko na chunga alam kibin anak chai chulong selo in phoning lo au mi pon ha ka bo tu tar na methi che pon ha ka bo an thak tan ha chu cha chen di party pon ha te anti khon ho an tharao chu wana kai lo bale le bo thak ka ti lwang mi ka chu ma kha se tu he katalai phu zoom lo tu phu jisu bia zoom lo tu phu na jong ka van kai lo te herama azwe saram chunga umi song bale song nam jong te ke ka chunga na chok leng ka lai ka chunga na chok lai ma khanan ko lai van ram kai lo khanan lai cha ma kha yes di party phu na an thara jong bo ap tha mi kha se kam pu tham chi mi kha.
And yet we still have elections with no voter ID, no proof of citizenship, and tens of millions of ballots floating aimlessly through the mail. as one example of the insanity, California's recent election for mayor of LA and governor was held on June 2nd, a long time ago, but it was just completed a few days ago on July 10th. Think of that, much more than 1 month. Took a month to count the votes. I wonder what they were doing. This is worse than any.
Matiang Hasalute. To he election in California Pulhachite. Tuan Tika Bowen Taktan. Jen, Ke Bowen Takon who are Andre Tan Haike, Jan Sapitianka. Nisom Tumlen, Nikat Takat Ranglo, Tanhi Diamond Andre Tan. Mapu Tamni Adik Low Tikase. Bo Pier Du Za Ase. Makase. US Ram Chunga Di Party Pulhajo. Bo Pier Andu Tuksa Aken. Anong mi long kasalawan a team meeting ka vote taktan nakse aka a team meeting vote taktan Republican Party te a team mi vote tabelo a team mi jo wanama ka kan thara ju wanama kai chol chmo wanama kan gal sinan di party por jo kati kha wan chung kai lo in heram chunga atuwa kanum nak balai hanti an wak be ko jo an wak be la ma kha nam wak be swala san lo ta box lai Makasi chen kapu cham jo atu final e an cheating me World Cup kha azaw bilai World Cup ka zarpani selaite ma World Cup kha zarpani a cheating kan si ma zarpani cheating me chunga ka chen atu leo World Cup is yesrama asi ite zapitam pini zawdu ngai mi la war ngai mi la Tilung alangai mi World Cup kasi. Ma World Cup si ma World Cup chui na ding kong ahen. Mita pini anti mi jo ahawda pakat na asitilai. Tika tampini anwo chiyo. Sana betin ma zuye saram long salo ite. World Cup zaw na ka ahen. Trump ni hen paisa tampi. Di in anzaw to mi chung asen tajang piak apung ay mi. Arua mi kasalati atu he World Cup final spin le Argentina cheating kase Argentina ni hente zaitik mana spin hen table hala tuambia zonga World Cup azo to mi nan umlai World Cup azo to mi nan umlai te ma World Cup azo to mi jen nan thai lai World Cup hen final ang kai pyang ton Sala Argentina ni hen spin he a table thang lo te se tuambian chim na mo maksala tu he kam putham ni zo vela kam ma chiu zong ma chiu zong online zo zo chiu ko sala sumo tu cha chan tu zong he zapi tampi ni an timi zo zaitik mana Argentina ni spin he table lo cha atai ya lo te se ma he ke kam ma lai mi zong khate bolong chui a table lo mi he te arak be cho table lo mi le te zaitik mana tai lo ti kha anzum mi se ke jong ni ka zum mi jo Argentina cho okay second place a ka an tla la ma kha an stock sa ko ka te pakhat nak jo spin kha ka zum mi sa le zaidin nan zum cha the la ma tiang kha kan thei mi jo se chun atu he midterm elections we salam le wakal pi cho ma kha se midterm election kong cho achan umtika kam chim tin lai chen atu leo he Iran le US ikado na chen Ukraine le Russia Israel le Hezbollah tapung pol ha ikado na ke nifa in news ka chim te ma khan na ngai ton cha ke boipa atha ka te khadan chan song loi tan te thongbang te kha kam chim zing nikada zan le we khat zingka we khat ni when hi pyang ka news ka chim chu tiang chu tuan le thongbang ka chim khom sela arak ngai ton tun di la chunga lom dang tam ping nei comment te nan tiam ni kha kam hu lamang ko maka na pu hi president atun chunga chen Iran ral hi atai kho lai do thewel ha ka tai lai ti chuman situation for atiam uning okay Texas ite senator ania ka thei bak lo angki sen arem bak se angki sen kha van lien thong mo khe angki sia sen kha lak song ka chone ko pakhat long angki sen he panhi long ka nei hi ka ding mak se lai pok zung thong pang chim in na ngai ton te tu ka rong chu ke zoom na kong ka chim je ka nu hu thiam bak na lo chen lai tang le xian ap kong ka chu kan kal tak top chang na te ke ama to re ka re ko na slo kan ni chu us le kha ma pol kha thongpang kha kam chim kon lai tang le thongpang chu kan chim ti ka te kan hu thiam na lo kan ram na lo kan thil lunga an ho en tai le te a tha lo ma tiang chu tu an le thongpang kan the khom se ni la chung alo ma ta pi kan nei bye bye riu kan tong chan kan hu chan lai